Yo dudes, what's up? This is PlanetKeef, I'm Keith, and today I'm going to do a product review. I'm going to have a look at this Neewer 60cm carbon fibre camera slider. So, full disclosure, they sent me this, therefore my review will be completely biased, obviously not. So what you get is, well, this nifty carrying case, which is packaged in, you know, plain cardboard box from Amazon. You quite often get carrying cases with things. You never use them because you just don't. But I think I will use this. Open it up and there it is. This is the slidey bit, obviously, and a bit of protective squidgy foam type stuff that we'll not use again. And the slider itself held down with a couple of Velcro strips. So there it is. You want to look in this little pocket because it might be stuffed with money. It isn't though. Little thing on how to sign up for your 1-year guarantee, and a little bag that contains an Allen key, a couple of little rubber studs. That's a 1/4 inch to 3/8 inch adapter. I've got loads of these, but it doesn't hurt to have a few more. So you could well need that because domestic and, you know, prosumer cameras have a 1/4 inch thread, and heavy duty professional gear has 3/8. So we'll set that aside and look at the thing in detail. So on the ends you've got adjustable legs with very solid clicky bits, and you can adjust the height of the feet a little bit. I'm not actually keen on the way these kind of overlap. They don't, you know, they don't sit flat. Doesn't matter. And the important bit, that's locking knob, and that's your slider. It slides very nicely. You know, looking at the photos, this carbon fibre, it's a woven material, and I thought that would have a texture, but it doesn't. It's as smooth as a smooth thing. So apart from the rails being carbon fibre, everything else is metal, I think. There's no plastic, and there's an abundance of threaded holes for 3/8 and 1/4 inch. On the end casting there's 2 there. There's a 3/8 and 2 1/4 inch. Same on the other end, obviously. The centre plate underneath has got 3 3/8 and 2 1/4 inch. And then the actual slider part has a little bubble level, a 1/4 inch screw to fit your camera onto, 2 3/8 holes and 2 1/4 inch threaded holes. So yeah, lots of holes. So let's pop a camera on there. This is my old EOS M, which I haven't used for a very long time. Okay, that's a problem. But actually what I think I should do is put a ball head on the plate, and then I'll be able to compensate for whatever angle we end up with the camera at. Okay, and this has got a 3/8 thread, so I need the useful adapter. Alrighty, and it's got a quick release plate. I hate this design of quick release. I mean, it's like it's Arca Swiss, I think it's called. It's like industry standard, but it's anything but quick. Okay, right, we're on. So now, hoping the battery's charged, Yeah, it is. So let's set something up and do a little slidey picture. Okay, haven't really got room on this narrow countertop, but well, let's just have a go. That's interesting. So we've seen it work on a tabletop, and that was lovely. Now let's look at different ways you can support it. I've got it mounted on a very sturdy tripod, as tightly as I can. You can see there's a very slight tilting as the slider gets to the end. So that's possibly not a usable way of supporting it. Possibly it is, but... So the other way is with a support at both ends. Well, look at that. I mean, I don't know where that wobble's coming from. It is the connection between the slider and the tripod. So now I've got it mounted on a couple of light stands, and that is perfectly stable. That's not going anywhere, but it's awfully fiddly to set up, and you've also got another 6 legs to trip over when you're working. It depends on your situation. You could also maybe use an ironing board or one of those X stands for electric keyboards. Might work. Well, would work. As long as you've got stability at both ends, you're good to go. So yeah. Right, let's do some test shots, proper ones. Now you might be wondering why you need a camera slider. You can approximate the effect in a couple of ways. One is to just pan the camera, but then you're reversing the point of convergence. It's going away from you, whereas with a slider it stays in the center, kind of thing. I know what I mean. The other way is to just take a big high-res photo and scale it bigger than the viewport in your editing software and scroll it, animate it. Again, it's okay, but it's not the proper effect. It's not going to give you those killer cinematic shots, and those really work best when you've got depth of field, you've got objects in focus in the foreground and out of focus in the background, and as you slide, the parallax effect kicks in, and it's just a wonderful thing, I think. But you need a proper slider for it. This does it. So that's the Neewer Carbon-fibre 60cm camera slider. Now this sells for about £56. Oh, there is a cheaper version which is aluminium alloy, which is about £40. And I think that's a really good price for a thing like this. I have bought quite a few Neewer products in the past and never had a problem with them. But I'm not somebody who will always go for a name brand. I think often you're paying for the name. You're not getting anything extra. There's nothing wrong with this at all, really. Just a couple of things I don't like. I don't like this goldish colour on the knobs and things, but that's just me. I could repaint them if they really got on my nerves. Also, not thrilled about the way the legs don't sit together neatly, but again, it's not a major problem. The important bit is, does it slide smoothly? Yes, it does, and that's what it needs to do. And it's very strong. This can carry 8 kilos, 17.5 pounds of gear, which is ludicrous. You know, your average DSLR comes in at about 1 kilo. So you know, yeah, maybe you could have eight DSLRs on your slider, or you know, the massive industrial video cameras. But yeah, it's a great product. I would recommend it. I'll put links around the place so you can buy it on Amazon, and please do that, because then I get a penny. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share, subscribe, etc. And thanks for watching, and see you next time.